Okay, Lowe's 2851, customer Henderson. So this is a townhouse style home. We have zero lot lines. We actually have an enclosed courtyard outside that we'll be working in. There is no garage or covered area at this home, so make sure we bring a storm tent to work under. Here on this, we've got an L shape to the stove and then an L shape back to the refrigerator. Very limited on space here, and there's some things that have been done on the original set that I need to make sure we point out. From that corner of the room there to the edge, actual edge of this molding is 66 inches even. And if you take a look here, this is the biggest thing to look at. That is a faucet coming out of the floor. The actual panel measurement from that panel to the right hand wall is 29 inches. So at this point, because she's got that up against her refrigerator, her cabinet is actually having to sit, her refrigerator is actually having to sit on the face of this molding. And there's nothing I think you could do about it. The only thing that you could do with this would possibly go ahead, because that's at 33 inches. This measures from 33 inches to the corner. It measures that depth. You probably could do like a base easy reach 33 with a right hand hinge that would fold open. This is a counter depth refrigerator. This counter depth refrigerator is 27 inches deep front to back. So even with that pushed all the way against the wall on a standard overlay, see this standard overlay drawer, it almost touches. See that? So when we start talking about the actual spacing of this at 33 inches, when we look at that, we could possibly set that over the pipe, have a plumber extend that pipe to come up inside of that cabinet, and then run the ice maker hose into the cabinet. Again, that's 33 and 36, which is 69, which means your refrigerator definitely would be sitting onto the face of the molding. No way around it. Now, up here, same thing, 66 inches. This is a blind corner cabinet on the right-hand side, and this is a wall 15 on the left-hand side, about a 2-inch or 3-inch filler in the corner. But standard overlay cabinets in this kitchen would possibly be the way to go instead of a full overlay. And here's my reasoning. Some of this stuff has very little clearance between each other, especially like here. This has a blind base cabinet in the design that's pulled to 44, I think it was. But these are 4 drawers in her room, and that's the 5th one over there. So if you put the blind corner cabinets on both sides, this customer will only have 2 drawers, of which one is 12 and one is 15. And that's not the same kind of drawer space that she had before. So this right now is up against the side of the sink base, and that's a voided corner. So if we leave that avoided corner to the inset and go ahead and put a 3-inch filler here, a 3-inch filler here, make this a 3-drawer cabinet instead of a 4. The volume in those 2 bottom drawers is deeper, and so you can make up for some of the wasted space or the retained space for these drawers to function. Because when I make this, see, this comes way out. It's going to be close enough to touch some of these doors. If it's full overlay, it for sure will. Now, the sink base that's here now is a sink base 39. If we go to a sink base 36, that gives us our 3x3 corner that we need, 27 by 27. And then we have our 24-inch dishwasher. Here's the note that I have on the drawing. That panel goes straight to the floor. It does not have a toe kick area like that is. This will still work in Shenandoah because this is how their panels and stuff are made. But in Craftmate or any other brand, they will have a toe kick cut in this, and that would not match our footprint that we have currently. Now, best I can tell, the tile goes underneath everything. We took the front off of the dishwasher, as you can see right here. When you look underneath, the tile goes all the way back. The measurement from the floor tile to the bottom of the sink base, or to the bottom of the countertop, is 34.5. Further evidence that the tile goes under everything. But again, I can't tell you for sure that that's the way it is. If we start laying this out, I would always consider the footprint and making sure we're at least longer than the footprint. Now I'm going to turn here and go to the other side of the wall. So the customer is wanting us to cut this wall down to 34.5, which is no problem. We do that all the time. That would mean that your cabinets then would come to 96, and your countertop overhang would be the same as what it is here. This spacing here is about 43 inches, 44, so you have plenty of room for that to work. Then over here on this side, do you see how she has like a fireplace credenza or something on this side? So when you look in the corner, she would like for us to put some type of a framed corner access door, which is going to be a CFO, cabinet front only. It's going to be a base 24 full height door, one door, not a butt. If you want to do butt doors, that's fine, open from the center. But she wants that in a unfinished or white finish cabinet so that you can paint it to match the wall. She would like for us to open up that space on the end of that wall about 21 by 21 and make that face frame fit the wall to where she can have access to that corner, where she can actually get into that voided space back here that's in the corner of this area. That's just going to be for just storage. She's not going to consider it part of cabinetry. It's going to be painted to match the wall color, so it's not even going to be seen because the furniture will actually sit in front of part of it. We are looking at moving 2 outlets. This outlet will need to be moved to that wall. This outlet will need to be moved to the end of this panel, okay? No problem, we can do that. If we need to, we can move that outlet down, but if she puts that door in there, that's going to be in the way. So that's why we talked about putting it on that wall. Now, one other follow-up about this one is that this cabinet now currently is 45 inches long. And in fact, upper right-hand cabinet of this is totally empty. She doesn't have anything in it at all because she can't reach it. So when we start looking at that wall coming down, this cabinet could be 48 inches long, but it shouldn't be, because if it's that long, you're not going to be able to reach like the last foot, half a foot, 9 inches of that cabinet to use it. So she would rather just keep it at 45. It would be a 30 and a 15 with a 36-inch tall cabinet. Now, one last place to look at here is inside of the laundry area. This is an add-on when I got here today. Watch some of the videos that we had on our YouTube channel. This is a top-load washing machine. So the top of this is at 56 inches. We need to make sure that our cabinets are mounted at 57 or higher so that our lid on our washing machine doesn't hit anything. This would simply be a 1.5 inch filler. This would be a 30 by 36 cabinet, 15 inches deep. And then this would be a 30 by 36 cabinet, 15 inches deep. No flushed ends, no moldings. She just wants this to be a utility area. She needs some storage. And this one little 12-inch piece of shelving is not cutting it for her. We did talk about the water heater being here in the corner. And because of the depth of her cabinets, the water heater would not be able to be serviced as far as pulled out without removing this cabinet first. And she said she was good with that. Brand new water heater, brand new house. So this is, I mean, well, 8-year-old house. So this being said, she's willing to have the person in the future take the few screws out of that cabinet, take it down if she has to service her water heater. Otherwise, she needs the storage. She'll move this little retainer here for the vacuum cleaner forward some, and then that'll actually be something where she can put extra towels and laundry detergents and stuff like this. Now, I did explain to her too, increased depth cabinets do not have the same load factor because of leverage. You cannot overload these cabinets. So when you start talking about weight, you need to get her a description. Every one of the cabinets that is extended depth actually has a sticker inside that explains that, but it is something that could be, overloaded if you aren't careful in the laundry area. Okay, as far as that goes, this kitchen has a few things about it. Mostly, I've got the notes on the drawing for those. If you need me to talk with you about this one, feel free to call me at 423-650-1051. Have a good day.